Hello friends, today we will do the question bank of chapter Women, Caste and Reform. History. Question number 1. Write a detailed note on condition of women and children 200 years ago. Answer. Most children were married off at an early age. Both Hindu and Muslim could marry more than one wife. Widows were praised if they chose death by burning themselves on the funeral pyre of their husbands. Women's right to property were also restricted. Most women virtually had no access to education. It was believed that if a woman was educated, she would become a widow. Question number 2. Discuss about the division of society 200 years ago. Brahmins and Kshatriyas, upper caste. Vaishyas, traders and moneylenders, placed after Brahmins and Kshatriyas. Shudras, weavers and potters. Fourth, who labored to keep the villages and cities clean. The upper caste treated many of these groups at the bottom as untouchables. Question number 3. Write a detailed note on Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Answer. Raja Ram Mohan Roy founded a reform association known as the Brahmo Sabha, later known as Brahmo Samaj in Calcutta. He was keen to spread the knowledge of Western education in the country and bring about greater freedom and equality for women. He wrote about the poor condition of women in Indian society. Question number 4. How Sati was banned? Ram Mohan Roy started a campaign against the practice of Sati. He was well versed in Sanskrit, Persian and several other Indian and European languages. He tried to show through his writings that the practice of widow burning had no sanction in ancient times. British officials also supported Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Finally, in 1829, Sati was banned. Question number 5. Who was Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar and in which reform he was involved? Discuss in detail. Answer. Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar used the ancient texts to suggest that widows could remarry. British officials again supported this idea of Vidyasagar and a law was passed in 1856 permitting widow remarriage. Who were against the remarriage of widows opposed Vidyasagar and boycotted him. Widow remarriage spread to other parts of the other country. Question number 6. What were the different reasons people had for not sending girls to school? Answer. People feared the school would take away girls from home and prevent them from doing domestic duty. Girls have to travel through public places in order to reach school. Many people felt that this would have a corrupting influence on them. They felt that girls should stay away from public places. These were the reasons that the people had not for sending girls to school. Question number 7. What was the role of different women to bring a change in the life of women? Answer. Muslim women like the Begums of Bhopal played a notable role in promoting education among women, founded a primary school for girls at Aligarh. Begum Rokeya Sakhawat Hossain started schools for Muslim girls in Patna and Calcutta. She was a fearless critic of conservative ideas. R. arguing that religious leaders of every faith accorded an inferior place to women. Question number 8. Write a short note on Pandita Ramabai. Answer. Pandita Ramabai, a great scholar of Sanskrit, felt that Hinduism was oppressive towards women and wrote a book about the miserable lives of upper caste Hindu women. She founded a widow's home at Pune to provide shelter to widows who had been treated badly by their husbands' relatives. Here women were trained so that they could support themselves economically. Question number 9. How did the knowledge of ancient texts help the reformers promote new laws? Answer. Raja Ram Mohan Roy translated an old Buddhist text that was Kritik caste. Pratna Samaj adhered to the tradition of bhakti that believed in spiritual equality of all castes. In Bombay, Paramhans Mandli was founded in 1840 to work for the abolition of caste. Question number 10. In British period, what new opportunities opened up for people who came from castes that were regarded as low? Answer. Satnami movement in central India was founded by Ghasi Das, who worked among the leather workers and organized a movement to improve their social status. In eastern Bengal, Hari Das Thakur's Matua section worked among Chandala cultivators. In Kerala, a guru from Ehzaba caste, Sri Narayan Guru, proclaimed the ideas of unity for his people. He argued against treating people unequally on the basis of caste differences. Question number 11. How did Jyoti Rao the reformer justify their criticism of caste inequality in society? Phule argued that the Aryans were foreigners who came from outside the subcontinent and defeated and subjugated the true children of the country, those who had lived here from before the coming of Aryans. As the Aryans established their dominance, they began looking at the defeated population as inferior, as low caste people. He proposed the Shudras and Atishudras should unite to challenge caste discrimination. The Satya Shodhak Samaj, an association Phule formed, propagated caste equality. Question number 12. Why did Phule dedicate his book Gulamgiri to the American movement to free slaves? In 1873, Phule wrote a book named Gulamgiri, meaning slavery. 10 years before, the American Civil War had been fought, leading to the end of slavery in America. Phule dedicated his book to all those Americans who had fought to free slaves, thus establishing a link between the conditions of the lower caste in India and the black slaves in America. Question number 13. What did Ambedkar want to achieve through the temple entry movement? Answer. In 1927, Ambedkar started a temple entry movement in which Mahar caste followers participated. Ambedkar led 3 such movements for temple entry between 1927 and 1935. His aim was to make everyone see the power of caste prejudices within society. Question number 40. Write a detailed note on E.V. Ramaswamy Naikar or Periyar and his self-respect movement. Answer. E.V. Raman Swamy Nekar, also known as Periyar, was from middle-class family. He founded the self-respect movement. He inspired the untouchables and asked them to free themselves from all religions in order to achieve social equality. Periyar was an outspoken critic of Hindu scriptures. The forceful speeches, writings, and movements of lower caste people led to rethink and self-criticism among upper caste nationalist leaders. Thank you, friends.